Welcome back everyone to another portfolio update video. I'm back once again covering the performance of my over $154,000 portfolio. In this video, we'll jump into all the holdings I have in my portfolio, as well as any transactions, stock buys, stock sales, or dividends my accounts have seen over the past week. As mentioned, my portfolio is currently valued at $154,386.20 on an all-time gain of 21.53%. or $27,346. Jumping right into my TFSA, it's valued at $46,490.66, and this account saw a 4.79% gain this week, or just about $2,100. I had a fair bit of movement in my accounts this week, especially my TFSA and RRSP. So starting here with the TFSA, I had a $200 reoccurring deposit, and with that $200, I bought $160 of XEQT, and $40 of QQC.F. And I did get a dividend last week in last week's portfolio update video from XEQT, and that was automatically reinvested this week, and that was worth $24.55. And last week and the week before, I was kind of mentioning the idea of selling VCE, VDY, VIU, and V, and just funneling it into XEQT, because XEQT fundamentally just has all those same ETFs built into it. They're a little bit different, but anyways, I went through with this. I ended up selling all four of those ETFs here, VCE, VDY, VIU, and V, and I funneled that into XEQT for a total buy of $5,250. My RRSP saw a nice gain this week as well, just like my TFSA, so a 4.59% gain, or about $1,800, and the account is valued at $40,535.18. And as mentioned, a lot of movement in the RRSP, a $200 deposit that is reoccurring. And with that $200, I bought $120 of VOO and $80 of SCHD. And I do have a bit of a cash balance in this account still, and I am buying Palantir weekly. So another $100 buy of Palantir. And I got a dividend from SCHD worth $50.34, which was automatically reinvested. Also got another dividend from VOO worth $42.70, which was automatically reinvested. And just like the TFSA, I recycled VCE, VDY, VIU, and V all into another stock. It wasn't XEQT and the RRSP, however. I'll go over to this next graphic here. Instead, I split it between VOO and SCHD instead of XEQT, just because that's what I buy every single week in this account, and I kind of want to just keep it consistent. So I bought almost $1,200 worth of VOO, and about $430 worth of SCHD with those funds. My non-registered account is at $17,778.55. This account saw a gain of 1.42%, or about $250 this week. Unlike the TFSA and RRSP, there were absolutely no transactions whatsoever in this account this week. It feels like for the past few weeks, every time I've checked my crypto account, it's been down well over $1,000. I do believe this account was down over $2,000 at some point this week, but it has rebounded a little bit. Anyways, the account is at $25,311.14, and the account is down 5.5% and or about $1,500 on the week. Once again, all my reoccurring stuff here in the crypto account, a $100 deposit, which was then cycled into a $30 buy of Ethereum, a $30 buy of Polygon Matic, a $20 buy of Chainlink, and a $20 buy of Polkadot. As some of you may know, I used to buy Bitcoin in this account, but I stopped when Bitcoin started reaching new all-time highs. But since Bitcoin's pulling back a bit, I might start buying some more Bitcoin again, depending on what the value stays at. My last account, my Wealthsimple Cash account, earning me 5% interest, is at $24,313.16. And so far this month, I've earned about $19.14 worth of interest. A fair bit of movement in this account this week. I had my $200 that went to my TFSA, another $200 to the RRSP, another $100 to the crypto account, and I did have to withdraw some money for some personal reasons. So I took out $400 and $1,000 separately. And I did actually replenish this when I got my paycheck for the week from my full-time work. So that $1,400 I took out, I just went ahead and put a $1,400 deposit right back in. Over here on my portfolio tracking spreadsheet now, we can see my portfolio's total value is $154,194.05. And the total all-time return is sitting at $26,700, we'll call it, and or almost 21% now. I hope everyone had a great Canada Day or 4th of July, depending where you are. Since it is a new month, I did log a new bar on the charts down here. So I finished July 1st with a portfolio value of $153,658, a little bit less than what we're at right now. And as for the other accounts here, I saw some nice growth here in the TFSA month over month from 41,000 to almost 45,000, but we're actually at like 46.5K now. The RRSP had a pretty nice jump up here of $3,000 month over month, and it's still up over $1,000 since July 1st, which was only a few days ago. Again, the FHSA is closed. Non-registered accounts saw a pretty marginal gain month over month, which I'm completely fine with. Crypto, however, saw a fair jump down here. I started June 1st at 30,600. And on July 1st, this value was $27,800, we'll call it, but we've already slipped another like $2,000 since July 1st, which is insane. This is the part of the video if you want to pause and check out any of my individual holdings. You can go ahead and, of course, pause the video at any point here, and I'll also pop over to my cryptocurrency tab so you can pause on this screen as well. As the title suggests, this week was pretty much just about Tesla and Bitcoin. Tesla saw a nice 25% gain this week, going from about $200 USD to $250 USD. And if you did not know, I own about 35 shares of Tesla. So I'm pretty heavy in Tesla. So this is great for me. And then Bitcoin, on the other hand, down about $4,500 Canadian this week and or 5.41%. It's been looking pretty ugly in the crypto market, but I don't believe it's going to last. I believe we might see a recovery here soon. Fingers crossed. On top of Tesla having a great performance this week, Palantir also had itself a pretty good week. In my TFSA, I bought about 15 shares of Palantir a few months back at an average cost basis of about $15. And I've already almost doubled this small investment into Palantir. My Palantir shares in my TFSA are up 80%. And as mentioned in my RRSP, I am buying Palantir weekly, about $100 worth. This account, my Palantir shares are up about 11%. And this week, I did remove about 8 ETFs from this spreadsheet that you're looking at right here. Of course, I had VDY, VCE, VIU, and V. I still hold them in the personal account because I don't want to get hit with capital gains on this right now. But anyways, I had all 4 of these ETFs in my RRSP and in my TFSA. And of course, in my TFSA, I sold them off and bought XEQT. So we have a pretty hefty account percentage share of XEQT now of about 20% of the total TFSA. And VFV is actually about 20% of the total TFSA as well. Anyways, in the RRSP, I sold those 4 ETFs and cycled it into VOO and SCHD. So VOO is now 34% of my entire RRSP, and SCHD is about 13% of my RRSP. I did receive a fair share of dividends and interest this week. So now in the month of July, I haven't received anything in my TFSA, but this week I did receive about $93 worth of dividends in July in my RRSP. My non-registered account has not received any dividends in July either. But on top of the $93 in the RRSP, I did get a $102 payment from my cash account interest. With June all wrapped up now, I can take a peek at my 2024 investment plan. And I did get $800 confirmed into my TFSA for the month, $800 confirmed into the RRSP, and about $400 into the crypto account for the month of June. So still on pace to fill all these numbers. Anything that's green is confirmed. Anything that is still white here, this is the projection for what I intend to put in throughout the months in each account. That's going to do it for this week's portfolio update video. I hope you all have enjoyed. If you have made it this far, be sure to leave a like down below. And if you're not, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon. Other than that, I'll see you next time.